It's the Holy Handmade channel on TVU with our host, Vanessa Antoniuk, and me, James Steinhubel. How are you doing, Vanessa?
Good, James. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Had a great weekend. Got some sun. It's great.
Good. Yeah, me too.
Excellent. So who do we have today?
So on today's forum, we have Sonya with Kandera Studio. We have Jen with Unhinged Peppermint, and we have Ashley and Amber with Twinsically Handcrafted.
That's fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to let you talk a little bit about your business, a little bit about your background. We're going to come back through and visit some of your web presence, and then we'll come back around and let us take a look at some of your products. So we're going to start with you, Sonya. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Sonya Kundera. I'm a local Edmonton artist. I am originally from Manitoba. Been in Edmonton for actually 10 years this month. And my artwork is typically marker art. I use Copic markers, which give like a watercolor effect. And I like to use lots of color in my artwork. I like to do artwork that makes people smile or laugh. Most of the artwork I sell is my original art. I don't typically sell prints. So when you buy artwork from me, you're the only person who has it.
That is so interesting. I look forward to looking at your web presence. When I did look at it, there's some good stuff there I want to talk to you about. Jen, what about yourself? Tell us about yourself and your business.
Hey, so I'm Unhinged Peppermint. I stay up late making things, and I'm there to sell it. It's all me. So Unhinged Peppermint is all about handmade comfort and cuddles, and that kind of comes together in two of my passions, and one is handmade. I grew up with everything, not everything, but very special things being handmade by my nanny. So part of my name is based on her. The peppermint part is an homage to the fact that she had peppermints everywhere in her purse, in her car. And Unhinged is kind of my take on it being a little bit less traditional. She was very patterns and books, and I'm not so much that way. And my second passion is not my only second passion, but a passion that really drives my business is animals and nature and the world around us. And kind of bringing together caring for and awareness of and just a love for the wildlife around us too. Yeah, so that's a little bit about my business. I'm a mom of 5-year-old twin girls who keep me busy. And my husband's also creative that you will see at Holy Handmade most of the time as well.
That's fantastic. Thank you. And Twistically Handcrafted. Amber.
We're Twinsically Handcrafted.
Twinsically.
We're identical twins.
Okay, well, you're a little off the screen there, so I'm glad you came in. So tell us about your business.
So we started Twinsically Handcrafted a couple of years ago. We started out making pens and pencils out of resin and wood products, and then we kind of graduated into other products. We've started making our own resin to make pens, and we've started doing different kind of resin pieces as well. And we've expanded past pens to corkscrews, crochet hooks, perfume applicators, kind of anything that we can think of and get our hands on to do something other than our jobs.
That's fantastic. Very interesting. So let's go. I'm just going to pull up your information, Sonya. Just want to make sure the screen populates. It was doing it earlier very well. I just don't want to end up with a lot of white screens. So before I share screen here, so I'm just waiting for it to populate, and then there it is. Okay, so I'm just going to share screen here, and then we'll let you talk about your Etsy page. It's very interesting. So when you see it, let me know, and then let's start talking about it.
Oh yeah, this is my Etsy shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had it open for about 5 years. Mm-hmm. And my first year that I had it open, I said to my husband, if I make one sale all year, I'll keep doing it for another year. We'll see what happens. And I got a sale an hour within opening my shop. And then I didn't have a sale for a year.
No.
So definitely was a bit discouraging at first, but it's going well now, and I'm very happy with how it is progressing.
So these are all original pieces you're talking about here.
All the artwork you see is original art.
Yes.
There's a few here and there where I do offer prints as well, but not very many, maybe 2 or 3 out of probably, I don't know, 50 pieces.
So
I do cards, greeting cards as well, which are all individually handcrafted. I draw all the pictures myself. I paint them all myself, and they're assembled all individually, made to order. So they're very unique.
Your caricatures, like the little animals and stuff, are they're of a very interesting style as well. Your bigger pieces have they harken back to an older time, but they have a real freshness to them too. What can you tell us about the styles that you've chosen there?
I have 2 pretty distinct styles. I feel I'm not really sure why. I started out doing like a mandala style. That was the first type of artwork I really offered up for sale. So even you can see behind me here, this is the piece you see on the screen in my Etsy shop. It's very detailed, and they take a really long time to make. And then from there, I kind of transitioned, I don't know why, but to animals. Birds was my first animal that I started doing, and now I've gone into a lot of botanical stuff, and gnomes are popular right now. And I like to do a lot of color. I like a lot of colorful items.
Playful,
whimsical. People always call it whimsical. And I've had more than one person who come to the shows such as Holy Handmade, and they comment how they like all the little curly cues and the little hair and stuff I put on all my animals.
Yeah, the animals are super cute.
Thank you.
And the other, and I'll just make the last comment, and then we'll go on to Kit and Caboodle here. So Kit and Caboodle's not here. I'll have to find the other one, but it's very thoughtful. It's very interesting what you have there. So
thank you.
I like it. So hold on, let's see. What am I looking for here? Who's the next one? Sorry about this. Not Unhinged. Sorry, I was going the wrong way. Sorry about that, Jen.
Okay.
I got going the wrong way down on the screen. So this is the white. I don't want to sit on it too long. I'm gonna stop share screen. Let's just visit a bit. So will it stop for me? There we go. So just tell us a little bit more about your business while it populates here, and then when the screen pops up, we'll get going into it.
Yeah. So I started making years ago, but over the last, I'd say 4 or 5 years, I've really been able to kind of focus in on things that I really enjoy making. So in that, when you're able to pull up my Facebook page, you'll see a few albums of different photos. So one large category that I really enjoy making and wearing and talking about are the upcycled, repurposed pieces. So that includes kimonos and regular vests and winter, well, I call them winter, but I wear them all year here. Warmer weight vests that are more of a blanket vest that you can wear anywhere.
Trying to get.
So if you head to my albums, you can kind of see the focus pieces where people can kind of go and look at individual pieces. So
let's just see what you got up here.
Yeah.
So we've got this far. So let's see what you got here first. And this is very interesting. So we had another artisan on that was doing larger stuff with macrame style, which is a knotting style. Now, is crochet a knotting style as well?
I don't crochet. I knit, but so it's a little different.
It's knitting. Okay, it's knitting. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I would say you're kind of knotting by using needles. So
this is very detailed though. Like you're creating very specific.
I don't knit complicated pieces. I always tell people that if they're really big knitters, I'm not knitting something complicated, but I take the pieces that I knit and I
on whose standard? On whose standard? This is pretty good stuff. You know.
Thank you.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome.
But I mean, for me, it's a lot more like sculpting it into, you know, so the bear has the right little face and the ears are the right shape.
Okay.
So
So there's a design element.
Yeah.
So then you're, you know, so you're just starting within, and then it's pulled all together, and then it's filled. So what are you talking about for a production time for a piece like that?
Okay, so part of like with the animals, definitely production time is a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see an octopus, I've probably taken more than 6 hours to make it. I definitely call those guys a little labor of love. The slosser are not knit; they're made out of socks, actually. So the sock sloths are a little bit easier to kind of assembly line produce.
But still, they're taking a lot of talent. And here's what you're talking about here: your blanket vests.
Yeah, so that's the vest. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
They're versatile, easy to wear a few different ways. They're one of a kind.
Great photo.
And I use about 80% repurposed material. So trying to reduce the waste and make something new. So
you got the high tech machine to do this. How you doing all of the assembly on that? That looks pretty sophisticated. You know.
The sewing for it is to me, it's fairly straightforward for the most part. But the part that I really enjoy is kind of putting all the materials out all over my floor and figuring out what pieces go together and matching them. So the vest that you'll see up there right now is 2 different pieces from different scarves. So I like the matching part.
Tailoring and design is everything. I think you really got it. And I love the photo shoot. You know, where you have them. They're great. You know, it adds you know, real context. That's great. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. See, are we loaded up here for my twins? We're not running out of time. Okay, we got to hurry up here. We're gonna have to stop share with you. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna close some more windows, and we're just gonna give you time to talk a little bit about your business while your page populates. Go ahead.
Sure. We kind of got into pen turning a couple years ago when I actually was more interested in bowl turning, and I thought pen turning would be a nice segue into it, and I haven't stopped since. So we've just been working on a lot of different pens and kind of snowballing from there.
Now you said you're innovating some new material. You know, you said resins that you were creating. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we just purchased some crafting resin and we're playing with colors, just dyeing a bunch of different ones and just dumping it all in and seeing what happens.
Yeah. I'm just trying to go. Everyone's got such high functionality on their pages.
I haven't updated that page in a while.
And ready to buy. It's awesome. It's very exciting. I'm learning a lot by visiting your guys' pages. It's really good. So. Okay, here we are. So let's just see if we can get some internet cooperation because I'm hoping we can see.
We are both not very technically adept, so there isn't much on there.
Yeah, but we're getting to see some. I saw it on here. I liked it. Now it was maybe it was your actual homepage pic. Let's see if I can get that. It was something that really showed the resin material. Was it this picture here? It's very interesting. So then this stuff is coming on hot, or what's the process with this? I don't know.
So for the ones that we make, it's a 48-hour cure just to even harden it, and then.
Is it a temperature cure or just a room temperature cure?
We do a room temperature cure. Kind of lock it away so that dust and particles don't get trapped into it, and then hope for the best and see what happens when we pop them out of the molds.
I don't know what you have else for profile pics. I'm going to hope it's a product.
So this one, the one that you just had up it's called a mini bolt action. It's just a really tiny pen that fits in your pocket, no problem, and always have something with you. and it works like a bolt action for a rifle or shotgun.
So for a gun club,
Yes.
could they have their own like our colors, like a team colors?
Yeah, we can do pretty much anything.
Isn't
Especially
that-
now that we're making our own resins, we can do any
isn't that
color.
great?
We had a lady who's part of a search and rescue group, and we make a pen. It's called a survival pen.
Yeah.
And she ordered some specifically with the colors of their search and rescue group. Actually, we met her at the Sherwood Park Market.
That is so good. That is so good. Okay, we're gonna go into the product round. So we're running out a little bit of time. So we got about a minute and a half each. So if you could, let's see some products. So we'll start with you, Sonia.
Okay. I'll show a couple of each of the things I make, and I'll do it really quick. This is a sampling of some artwork. So it's an original piece of art, only one like it, and you can see the markers I use. They're called Copic markers, and they give like a watercolor effect, which you can really see kind of here. They blend really nicely and give a kind of a painting look to the artwork. So I like to do lots of animals and cute little
That's good.
whimsical things. One of my best-selling artworks is these birds on a wire.
That's so good.
I do all kinds of variations of it. I can do a certain number of birds to represent family members. I can put quotes on them. I can personalize with color. All that stuff can be requested in my Etsy shop, or again on my Facebook or Instagram. You can private message me. I also do greeting cards. I do bookmarks as well, and they're very nicely made. They're laminated. I can put any kind of quote on them that you want. I can put names, initials. They all have a little charm on them. So that's a nice little personalized gift that you can customize to help whatever you like.
That's so good. That's so good. And yourself, Jen?
Hey, so I have behind me kind of a rack full of kimonos and vests. They're really going to be tricky for me to show you how to wear them right here. I have some pictures posted that kind of show different ways, and markets are always a great time for showing customers different ways to wear them. I'll throw a vest on as a scarf for you really quick, just so you can kind of, just one thing, then you can kind of get an idea. So I always pull from one of the corners of the vest and like nice and long, kind of lengthen the piece out, break it into 3, cross behind your neck, and then I'm wearing a vest as a scarf. So I just want to kind of point out the versatility with those. Yeah, they're all one of a kind as well. So you're not going to see someone on the street wearing the same piece. For animals, I have sock sloths. There are lots of different sock colors. This guy's a little sparkle. I enjoy making their faces a lot, and they all have a different little expression on their face.
The sock sloths are my favorite.
They have pieces of Velcro on their paws. I think they're paws, sloths. I think they have paws. So they can hang or they can sit. I make knit bunnies as well. So little pom-pom tail. This is the middle size. So make little tiny ones and a little bit bigger ones too. A bunch of different colors. And knit octopus. Little tentacles. Those guys I'm kind of working on just custom orders now because I have a bunch of different colors, but everybody wants different ones. So you can always message me with that. And then flying squirrels are one of my favorites. This guy's a little flat one, so he's not stuffed, but little felt paws. And I do have stuffed flying squirrels as well. I make bears and turtles and owls, and I do have a few new animals coming up, so I'll make sure and highlight those on my Instagram and Facebook when they're ready for sale.
That's so good. You know, I even with my adult children now, you know, and I don't know how many years back, and I know they watch this stuff, so I'm going to get some trouble for this, but it was hard to get rid of their stuffed animals. How do you even get these out of the house? I'm telling you, you know, it's like they have such personality. I'm already connected to them,
Right?
you know, and
Yeah.
I'm just seeing them. So,
No.
anyways, let's see what you have there for Amber. What you got for to show?
So our most common pen that we sell is a slim line. Fits really nicely in the palm of your hand. This is actually one that we made, the resin, the blank, which is this plastic part, and then we do a wood option in it as well. We also have our seam rippers, like I mentioned earlier. It's a crochet hook, not a seam ripper. Kind of flips into a cell for easy storing. You can take it on the go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
The hook is interchangeable, so you can change it different sizes depending on the project you're working on. This is actually the seam ripper.
Okay.
Made of a high-end Damascus steel from Japan. I've dropped them quite a few times and have never had one break on me. We also do corkscrews.
That was great. I like that.
Nice, sharp, high-end steel again. And then one of our most popular sellers is actually a perfume applicator. So you fill perfume into the tube, comes with a cap, and then you're good to go for 2 to 3 months.
That's so interesting. That's so interesting.
And they won't take it from you at the airport.
That's good to know. Now, you said wood? You have
Yes.
wood? How are you doing that?
We turn everything on a lathe, a wood lathe. This past Christmas, wintertime, we started actually making Christmas decorations as well. So they come in a variety of different colors and designs. And we kind of shape them however we're feeling. We let the pen kind of speak to us.
That's so good. You got a resin application on the go. You've got wood. You're manufacturing. That's awesome. What a great show, Vanessa. Thank you. Let's wrap up. What do you have to say today? You have to have something to say.